The latest movie news and reviews to see or not to see.
Get out the spandex. Today I'm taking a look at the first X-Men film. In a world where both mutants and humans fear each other, a young girl calling herself Rogue runs away from home and hitches a ride with another mutant known as Logan, aka Wolverine. Charles Xavier, who owns a school for young mutants, sends Storm and Cyclops to bring them back before it's too late. Magneto, who believes a war is approaching, has an evil plan in mind and needs young Rogue's powers to help him succeed. When I was 8, I actually made a bet with one of my older stepbrothers. We were watching the X-Men animated series and I said one day they'll make an X-Men movie, which was met by laughter. How will they make Wolverine's claws come out? He scoffed at me, to which I replied, I don't know, but they will, and it will be awesome. It's a bet I'm glad to say I won, and although I do kinda wish I'd put some money on it, this was a film that ushered in a new age of comic book films. Up until 1999, we'd had films like Batman and Superman, but they were clearly comic booky films. Then in 2000, we got X-Men, which took a comic book and gave it a dark, realistic, believable tone. If it wasn't for this movie, we'd never have seen a Spider-Man movie or The Dark Knight, and we definitely wouldn't have seen films like Iron Man or The Avengers. X-Men not only features some breathtaking special effects and action sequences, but a sensational cast that among others involves both Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. Both Stewart as Professor X and McKellen as Magneto deliver stellar performances, and their on-screen chemistry is compelling as they play two old friends turned arch-enemies. The rest of the cast delivers solid performances as well, including Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Anna Paquin as Rogue, and Halle Berry as Storm. The movie's not without its flaws though. A lot of the villains are seriously undeveloped, like Sabretooth and Mystique. Sabretooth and Wolverine have a deep and rich history in the comics, but none of it's touched upon in this film, with Sabretooth being portrayed as a mindless brute as opposed to the psychotic animal that he is in the X-Men history. A classic tale of good versus evil with heroes, baddies, and great special effects. I don't think it's going too far to say that X-Men was a pioneer film in comic book movies and one that set a precedent for the Nolans and Favreaus to build the future of comic book based films. X-Men is available on DVD and Blu-ray now, and I'm giving it a 4 out of 5.
Check out more movie reviews online right now to seeornottosee.net.